Hey everybody, John and I are here in sunny Bellevue. As you can tell by the, if you can see out the windows of the car, it's raining.
It's always raining.
You're very correct. It is always raining in Seattle, and we are, here doing some work with Microsoft this week, as we do as MVPs.
Randy's with us too.
Randy Driscoll as well, fellow racker, and because we know SharePoint Saturday, San Antonio, and which Canadian city? Oh,
Montreal.
Right. I was going to say SharePoint Saturday Canada, but
Yeah.
are coming up. We figured we would go and see which of the members of the product marketing team for SharePoint and OneDrive we might be able to get to come and talk to us about this
upcoming event,
May 16th event, where they're going to be talking about the next things that they're doing with OneDrive and SharePoint, and they didn't take our calls.
No,
so we're just going to go ambush them.
Yeah, that's the plan anyway.
Hello, I am Mark Cashman. I am on the SharePoint product marketing team, and I'm here to tell you some of the exciting things we have coming for the SharePoint Virtual Summit. I work on the intranet side of things, and I always think of what are the three core things. You got the SharePoint mobile app, you got the SharePoint Home and Office 365, and of course you got team sites. And what we're doing next is really when you go from collaboration to maybe broadcasting more broadly to the company and broader messaging and all that stuff. So we're going to have some exciting announcements around what you can do there to go from collaboration to more of a broadcast publishing scenarios. And then in the mobile space, obviously we're bringing some new features and functionality so you can do a lot more news on the go and really the consumption of the sites and what they look like on the mobile app. There'll be a lot of things to see, and of course hopefully things you can get in your hands pretty quickly. And then from a team collaboration perspective, as you go from SharePoint Home and you click into your sites, those will be a lot more connected to other experiences that you'll see how we're bringing in other Office 365 services into the front of the SharePoint sites, both those collaboration sites and the ones that are meant for more publishing. And of course how you take content that's inside of SharePoint and put those through the paces with things like connecting through people with the people cards and the work that we're doing there. And then you'll see a lot more what we're doing with the Microsoft Graph to make things more intelligent. There's just so much that I have to go from left to right to explain it all. So much. Tune in.
Hey everyone, Stephen Rose, head of OneDrive Product Marketing with you today. I'm here with
Bill Bear, SharePoint Product Marketing.
Bill, SharePoint Virtual Summit's coming up. Why should people tune in?
Hey, it's a great time of year for SharePoint. In fact, every May seems to be a great time of year for SharePoint starting from last year.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, funny how that works. So here we are in May again, and what's in store for the Virtual Summit? Well, we've got a lot to share with SharePoint, both across on-premises, with some news regarding our feature pack model, with some news regarding some other things that I can't quite tell you about today, but they're going to be definitely exciting, in addition to some really cool investments we're going to be making in the cloud. And with that said, let's go ahead and move on to OneDrive.
See, I'm really excited to talk about, and then of course the new feature, and my favorite, which if you tune in, you'll get to hear about all of those pieces because it's definitely worth it. It's cool, super secret spy stuff, but I guarantee you, it's features you guys are going to be super excited about. So tune in, hear it, give us your feedback, and as always, check out User Voice for OneDrive to help drive product and for SharePoint folks.
Yeah, and that's pretty exciting because now that you mention it, the other day I just installed the new.
Oh.
It's doing great.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Okay, so I think one of the biggest reasons why people should watch the SharePoint Virtual Summit this year is we actually have new things to talk about that you haven't seen before.
We also showcase some amazing customer stories that we're really, really excited about, and you get to see some incredible innovation that we're showing on our roadmap too.
And you get to see Naomi Moneypenny for the first time as a blue badge in a blue jacket.
What else? And if you watched last year's Future of SharePoint event, we did that live. But this year, we see what special effects and makeup can do to the whole proceeding.
Scary.
So Jason and John are out talking about SharePoint this weekend in Ottawa and over in San Antonio.
Awesome.
And they want you to tell people why they should attend the May 16th event.
Yeah, well, thank you for attending an event on May 13th, I think is the days today. So you're just a couple of days before the good news. But like last year, we had a big set of news in May that gave people a heads up about where we were shipping. And we've got a lot more coming up in a couple of days on May 16th about new things for working with files, new ways to build apps, new ways to make great SharePoint sites. The marketing team would kill me if I leaked a couple of days early, but I promise we will not disappoint. So enjoy the SharePoint Saturdays, but take a couple of extra hours to tune in this week on the next round of stuff.
Thanks.
Sure.
Hey, John.
Hey, man. So it sounds like Mark doesn't know the difference between Montreal and Ottawa.
I have to take ownership of that one. I kind of told them it was Ottawa. It's hard to distinguish between cities in Canada because they're all wonderful places. And, Canada is Canada to me. But I do understand that we're dealing with the Canadians, not the Senators. So, yes, I get that it's Montreal, not Ottawa. So
there you go. Well, the Sens are still in it, so there you have it.
There you go. So just to wrap this all up, people should be tuning in. They can go register right now at aka.ms/SharePoint Virtual Summit. And on Tuesday, May the 16th, I believe it's 1 p.m. on the East Coast and 12 p.m. here in Central Time, that people should go ahead and take a look.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. There's a lot of good stuff coming, so definitely tune in.
I'm very excited. And as you can tell, everybody at Microsoft is super excited too.
They are.
All right. Well, good talking to you, John. Thanks for doing this with me. Have a great SharePoint Saturday.